Alright. I keep making video after video and deleting it because I keep ranting and raving on stuff. So I'm just gonna put out what I really am upset about. I've been trying to say it by avoiding saying it, but hey, Sue. That's right, I just named you. I'm done with it. You have come at me one too many damn times. So 2 days ago, this woman calls me up to ask me if I'm running a church. No, I am running a prayer group. We all gather. We're all equal. We have potluck and prayer. You didn't know what that meant. You said, I don't know what that is. I said, prayer. You know, prayer. Where you pray? Don't know what that is. It's prayer. And you want to tell me with every breath that you are a godly woman because you show up at a church every Sunday to gossip. Let's call it for what it is. And you don't know what the word prayer is, you might rethink your religion. Then you point out to me that a gentleman here who comes to my prayer circle, who I said comes because you asked, you start telling me that he's not religious. I don't care. But what you don't understand is I've heard his story, I've heard his testimonies, I've heard his heart. He's had problems with different churches. He's had problems with different ministers, and unfortunately, it happens to a lot of people. They change churches and they seek somebody whose preaching talks to them. And doesn't mean he doesn't believe in God. So yeah, upset me a little bit because you were going fishing. You want to know what I'm about? You want to know what it's about? It is a group of people who come, share a meal, hold hands, and pray. Prayer is a communication to God. And we talk, we don't gossip. We talk about us. We talk about who we are, what we're going through. And sometimes we can even help each other out. Then you started in about what your husband's doing with some whatever. And I'm listening. And then I'm like, well, you should know the law. That's simple. You should, before you rent something out, you should know the law, rental laws. Because you can be sued. And I pointed out some examples of what had been said, and I said, you can't do that. You can't say you're not allowed to have a woman in the house. You're not allowed to say no women. You're not allowed to say no black people. You're not allowed to say no white people. Fair Housing Act, read it before you decide to rent. That's all I said. And you came at me. And I said, Sue, you went and you accused me of stealing a tractor. You have no basis, you have no foundation, you didn't even see the tractor. But you made some crap up because there was a tractor taken from the area. I don't know that it was stolen. I know it was taken, and the sheriff asked about it to everybody because Home Depot wanted it back. I don't know. I don't have the facts. But you're going to go around telling people, and don't say you didn't. Where did you hear that from? Everybody who goes to the church of gossip with you. When do you see those people? You don't even like those people. Look at where I work. See them all the time. And they're more than happy to say what you said and point you out. And I just go, whatever. But you're coming after me. And then, law? What law? What the hell are you talking about? There's laws. You have to abide by them. You follow white man's law. I don't know whose laws I follow. I know they passed. And that I could go to jail if I break them. I don't know if they were white. I don't know if they were black. I don't know if they were Latino. I don't know if they were Indian. I don't know who passed the laws. I know that I am bound by them as an American citizen and a resident of my state. And that you're going to pull your racist bullshit on me is crap. I am not racist. I never have been racist. And you better prove it. Because I'm getting tired of the excuse, because you're white, you're racist. You can take that and shove it up. I'm tired of it. I have never, ever not been nice to you, not been polite to you. Then you said, what have you ever done for me? I've invited you to every gathering. I have been polite. I have been kind. I have let you come into my home. I have fixed your phone I don't know how many times. I have sat there and listened to you gripe and go on and on and on about your miserable existence and been an ear. I have always been kind to you. Even when you start pointing your little finger and saying crap about me. What have I done for you? And then I said back, what have you ever done for me, Susie? And you literally said, you never have because you never had to, because I have everything. Really? Okay. Because that one thing that I've only asked for is for you to be kind. I pointed out that you said that I run around high and naked all the time during the day in my yard. You literally said, who said that? I said that. I have a text message that says, you said that to me. Because I don't fool you. Because you've got some jealousy going on in your life where you think I'm after your husband. I don't want him. I barely have anything to talk to him about. You are like, well, you talk to him on the phone. He answers the phone. When I'm going, hey, your house is getting broken into. I answer the phone when he calls me and says, is everything okay out there? Is my house okay? Can I get through in the mud? Oh, yeah. Big time sexual relationship. Woman, I have been married for 35 years to the most amazing man one could possibly ask for. I love him. He loves me 35 years, and I know you've been with your man for 40, but mine didn't do the shit that yours did. Mine has been devoted, committed, and loving me for 35 years. You got problems with your man and your trust? You figure it out and you leave me the hell out of it. I don't want him. And as a matter of fact, now I don't want you. Nothing to do with you. I offered your husband marijuana? When? And was it, hey man, I have some salve because you're hurting. Do you want to try to rub it in? Was it that? Because the only time I offer a marijuana product is you're in pain and you can't get out. Because you know what, Sue? I don't take marijuana to run around and be high and naked. I take it so I can sleep out of pain. Because unlike me, I know what health issues you have. I listened. I cared. But you still don't know what I have. And you don't care. So you take your selfish butt and toddle off. You sicken me. You're repulsive. And I'm done with you and your kind. So while you go and find another Kamala Harris to make black man's law because you hate white man's law, just stay the hell away from me. Because you're dumb. You don't know. There have been plenty of Latinos who were making laws, plenty of black people making laws, plenty of Indians making laws. And if you don't want to live under white man's rule, go back to the reservation. They still have an independent. Do it. Then you don't have to live under the laws that I do. You can live under tribal law. Leave me alone.